Hey YouTube, it is Miss Chalk Diva 80 here, coming at you with another video. For first timers, welcome, welcome, welcome. So today topic is about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you want to hear more what I have to say, stay tuned. All right guys, so getting into it, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I don't speak about this much, but breast cancer is near and dear to me because it does run in my family, not just one side of the family, but both sides of my family, my mother and my father. My father's mother, my grandmother, died in 1983 due to complications of breast cancer. Breast cancer was still on the rise of research, and I think at that time they were removing breasts to control the disease and eliminate any further progression of the cancer. My grandmother, old school woman, she decided against that basically. And she went out just like that. She just figured, hey, I guess this is the way God wants me to end my life, and I'm going to go out like that. My grandmother was in her 50s, and maybe late 40s. And it must have been aggressive. We don't talk about it a lot in the family, but it must have been aggressive, and she died. So definitely do the breast cancer walks pre-pandemic in honor of her. She just really could not see herself being less of a woman by having her breasts removed. And I don't know if there's still women out there that thinks like that with the progression of research and survivors that we have from breast cancer. But I understood that as a little girl, when they explained to me, grandma died. Why did grandma die? She had breast cancer. Oh, well, there's treatment. Well, it wasn't that advanced at that time. And the only thing they were, and I guess the only thing they were thinking about doing was just really doing, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot the name of it. Mastectomy. And she just didn't want to do that. And the only resort back then, I mean, of course she could have done plastic surgery, but I remember working in the medical field in a nursing home in my early 20s. I remember this lady she had all her bras made where one side of the cup was filled already for her, because she had one of her breasts removed, and so she had most of her bras were already pre-made where the breast that she had removed, that bra was filled like with whatever they used. I mean, to me, when I would get this lady dressed, it felt like it was like maybe 5-10 shoulder pads in that bra to make it look like a boob, I guess, when she would put her bra on. But however they made it, I never investigated. It wasn't like I was checking out this lady's bra or anything, but it was just interesting, and I think that was an option back then. Well, you can get a bra. Those bras would be made for people to be able to make up for the breast that was removed. But like I said, my grandmother felt like she would be less of a woman to do that, and she made her decision. In my mother's family, it's my great aunt, my grandmother's sister. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she had treatment. She was okay. She survived, because what she passed away with years ago wasn't the cause of breast cancer, but she is a survivor. She was a survivor, and I want to say around that time, when she was diagnosed, I want to say I was in my late teens, early 20s. So, you know, we had progressed at that point from 1983 to now, from, you know, the late 90s, early 2000s. Medicine had advanced on how to treat breast cancer. And now, in today's time, it's more about, when it comes to cancer at this point now, no matter what it is, it's about early detection. It's about going for early screening. So I just wanted to make this video because I'm a woman of a certain age. I'm going to be 40 next month. And yeah, I'm in that bracket now that I should go and get my breast examined or go for mammograms to make sure to do early screening for breast cancer. My sister is a strong advocate about that. She started at 35 and she wanted me to start at 35. And I, you know, since I'm the one in the family that has the most medical background, I seem to be a little reluctant to do stuff like that, knowing better. I know better. And you find that in some people in the medical field. There's some things they're a little reluctant on doing, and they know better. They're dealing with that every day. They see it every day in different aspects in the medical field. And it kind of surprises me that I think like that too. But, you know, it is what it is. So, I just wanted to share a little story with you guys, and I wanted to do a video in honor of all of the breast cancer survivors, the breast cancer patients who are still fighting, and the ones that we've lost. So I'm wearing pink. I know it's kind of like maroonish or something. This pink. I have other bright pink shirts, but I just didn't really feel like finding them at this point. I have not pulled out my fall winter wardrobe yet, but definitely a huge supporter for breast cancer awareness. And everybody, think about 35, possibly between 35 and 40, maybe doing a pre-testing. I'm not sure if it will be approved by the insurances. I don't know. Different insurances might think, hey, okay, let's do that, because there's been cases of women 28, younger, you know, who they felt like they didn't feel well. It wasn't that they felt like that, they just didn't fit in the criteria of when to go and get tested, and they lost their lives at such a young age. So look at Chadwick Boseman, 42 years old, stage 4 prostate cancer. That means he got diagnosed in his late 30s, which means he really should have gotten screened in his late 20s, early 30s, and he probably would have been able to catch it and have better results than where he is now. So just want to throw out there that do your screening, guys. Look into your insurances and ask your doctors. I asked my doctor and they seemed a little like he was okay with it, but then he said, you know, it depends on the insurance. Maybe they may not want to pay for it because you don't fall in the categories of recommendation. And it's like, that's sad that you pay the insurance companies to have say-so on your life. Does that make sense? That don't make sense. I'm giving you money to tell me when I should go and get tested. And because I want to be proactive, you're going to tell me no because it doesn't fit underneath your requirements. But I'm paying you. I'm paying you. Whew. That's a whole nother topic. Anyway, guys, just definitely look into that. Look into doing pre-screening. See what your insurances will say and what your doctors think. I think this is a good way to see how your doctor will view you as an individual, your race, everything. Because one thing I notice about health care is that there's some things that they promote for certain people in certain races that they wouldn't do for others. And I've seen that and heard that from my former patients and just working in the medical field. And it's something that's not talked about. Something that's not talked about. So basically, always be your advocate. I always tell my patients, be your advocate, be your own advocate for your health, because you're the only one who has to live it. Anybody can tell you what they think and give you an opinion, but at the end of the day, it's your life, it's your health. So be proactive and be your own advocate, okay? If you don't like the doctor's response, oh, you don't need to do that. Oh, you're young. Don't worry about it. Not a good look. It's not a good look. As a professional doctor, to just blow you off like that. Bedside manners, nah. All right. So if you want to be screened for certain cancers that runs in your family, put it out there. And if you can't, and do it until you find a doctor that listens to you and says, all right, doesn't hurt to look. You're just getting screened. You know what I mean? So that's it. Have a good one, guys. Good seeing you. Good talking to you. And look forward for my next video soon.